How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're using the Lucario team again for the last time, so hopefully it goes well. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste of the team in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump to the team preview. Okay, today we're battling against Tony Torkoal. He's another YouTuber as well. Go check out his channel. I implore you to subscribe to him right now. There is a link in the description down below. It's the top line. Look at his team though. He's got a Jumpluff, a Clawf, Revavroom, Staraptor, Rotom-Mow, and a Drifblim. Great. Absolutely brilliant team. I love it. You love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see the underdogs being used, you know. So I'm looking at the matchup. I'm thinking, you know, Cynders is going to do pretty well here. We got the, you know, they've got the Clawf, which we can Energy Ball and outspeed. Jumpluff as well, which we can Armor Cannon. Revavroom, we can Armor Cannon. Staraptor is going to be a bit of a threat. Rotom, we can handle, no problem. And Drifblim as well is going to be a bit of a problem. So I'm going to lead up with Tyranitar just to get up the Stealth Rocks. I think they're going to be really useful considering they've got three flying types on their team. And the battle begins. So Tony Torkoal over there is going to lead off with 6 foot under the Staraptor as we led off with BANGIRAS, the Tyranitar. Now I know exactly what's going to happen here. We're going to get a close combat to the face if we stay in. So we're going to have to switch out. I say we go Quagsire. We could also go, if we're expecting a close combat, we could also go Salamence and catch it off guard with an Outrage potentially. But I'm thinking we go into Quagsire. I feel like that's a better option. We can get off some spikes as well because I'm looking at their team and I'm thinking I don't see a Rapid Spinner on their team unless Jumpluff gets Defog or something like that, or maybe Staraptor gets Defog, I don't know. So Quagsire is definitely my switch in anyway, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Into the Quagsire, let's see how this goes for us. So Staraptor is over there with its wings tucked in, but its wings also out, which is weird. A little visual glitch. They go for the close combat right off the bat. We're going to take a lot of damage from that, so I'm going to assume the Choice Banded. I'm going to have to assume the Choice Banded from that, as now I'm kind of forced to go for a Recover. They get a free switch into whatever they want. Pretty much going to see a Rotom-Mow or a Jumpluff switch here. They don't go for U-turn though, because they're definitely Choice Banded by that damage. I mean, there's no Life Orb, but they've got to be Choice Banded, right? So if we expect Jumpluff or the Rotom-Mow, let's go into our Cynders real quick, and we can fire off an Armor Cannon at something on our team. There we go, going to withdraw. They didn't withdraw themselves. They stayed in. Are we going to get smacked in the face with a Brave Bird? No, we get hit by another close combat. That's absolutely fine. So to be fair, looking at the matchup, they didn't really lose anything from going for the close combat again, so it makes absolutely plenty of sense to me. As that close combat did sting a bit, but not too much. They're definitely choice locked though, I can tell. Just by the way they stayed in and went for a close combat instead of a Brave Bird for a start. Brave Bird would have definitely KO'd Quagsire if they could switch up moves. So now we get to fire off an Armor Cannon, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. They are going to withdraw the Staraptor, so let's see what kind of switching they've got right now. So Papa Smurf comes in. That's the Clawf, nice and shiny. Gotta love it, gotta love it. We go for an Armor Cannon. It should be able to do a lot of damage to the Clawf. Regardless, it does do a decent chunk of damage, which is great, as we are going to get a defense drop, which is not so great. So what is Clawf going to do here? So Clawf gets a special defense boost from the Sandstorm, which is unfortunate. So I'm not going to stay in and go for an Aura Sphere or an Energy Ball. I think I go back out into Quagsire. I think. Or we could go Tyranitar, or we could go Lucario. I think Lucario is probably a good shout, because they're probably going to go for a Rock-type move. And we can definitely take one of those pretty well. And I kind of want to keep Quagsire around for later, if we need to against that Revavroom, because if it's going to shift gear on us, we don't want that. So let's go into our Lucario. Lucario is a decent Rock-type switch in. I don't think Clawf gets Earthquake, and if it does, I don't think they would go for it there. So we're going to Lucario. They go for a Swords Dance. Absolutely fine by me. Go for your Swords Dance all you want. As we're going to go straight for looking at their team. Meteor Mash is probably the better option. Close combat could be a good second. Let's go Meteor Mash. Let's go Meteor Mash. There we go with Meteor Mash. There we go. Does KO the Clawf. Absolutely brilliant. So Clawf goes down. Nice to see Clawf though. Nice to see it, even if it was only briefly. In comes Chevy, which is of course the Revavroom. It's got to be. It is the Revavroom. Of course it is. Of course it is. So, Revy's going to float in the air with an air balloon, which is pretty good to know. I'm thinking of going for a close combat here. I'm also thinking of just switching into Quagsire, but at the same time, Quagsire can't really touch it. What can this thing do to us, though? That's the thing. It's got, like, its dual stab is resisted / immune. let's go for a close combat and just see what happens. So we go for a close combat. Let's see how much damage we're talking here. Nearly gets the KO, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing from Lucario right there. Amazing work from Lucario, as they are going to get the air balloon popped, which is great for us. As now they're going to go for a shift gear. I would have done that. I personally wouldn't have done that because we do have the extreme speed here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do the next turn. I'm just going to go straight for the extreme speed and take this thing out. There we go, extreme speed comes through. It's going to take out the Chevy. Down goes the Reveroom. So that's absolutely amazing. Lucario's putting in the work once again, but I don't think I can make another Lucario form. In comes Helium, which is of course the Drifblim. Love it. Gotta love it. So Helium's coming in. I don't know what type of set to expect from this thing. Don't really lose much from going for a Meteor Mash. Kind of want to go Tyranitar, expecting... No, because they're going to go for a Will-O-Wisp, right? They definitely go for a Will-O-Wisp here. So let's go into Cynders and go from there. So we'll go into Cynders real quick to absorb a Will-O-Wisp. Hopefully get the Flash Fire boost. That'd be ideal. As we do bring in Cynders, let's see what they're going to do. Let's see what they're going to do. They go for a Tailwind. Ooh, Tailwind's a pretty good one. Good shout from my opponent right there. They are, of course, Flame Orb as well. That means the Flare Boost, right? Let's go for an Armor Cannon and find out what they're going to do to us. If they KO Cynders here, it's not the biggest deal in the world because it's already low on HP. Can easily be revenge killed by an Acrobatics from the Jumpluff. A Staraptor can just do whatever it wants to us. Rotom should be able to revenge kill as well. Shadow Ball comes through. It's going to be Flare Boost boosted. But we are unfortunately unable to take it. So Cynders goes down. That's absolutely fine. I was hoping we might actually be able to take that a little bit just because of the fact that we are, you know, what do you call it? What do you call it? We're a Sylvester. That's right. We're a Sylvester. So I was hoping we could take it. But, you know, it's fine. We can't take it. No big deal. No big deal. So I'm going to go into Tyranitar. And I'm going to make a different play here. I'm going to scout for Terra Fighting. I believe he's Terra Fighting. I have a hunch that he's Terra Fighting. So we've got an option here. Crunch is going to hurt everything on the team. Stone Edge will hurt everything on the team. So they either go into Rotom here, or they go for a Terra Fighting. So I'm going to scout for that, and I think I'm going to go Salamence. I think that's the best play to go for. No, because they might go for a Will-O-Wisp as well. Let's go for a fun... No, we can't go for Fun Wave. Let's go for a Stealth Rocks. Let's get Stealth Rocks up on the field. Let's just do that. They go for an Air Slash. That's not going to hurt Tyranitar. I'm especially defensive. I'm eating that up every single day of the week. So we get the Stealth Rocks up, which is great. That's going to hurt the Jumpluff. It's going to hurt the Rotom. It's going to hurt the Staraptor. It's going to hurt this thing if they switch out. I think we've got them on the ropes here. And we definitely have them on the ropes. So we don't see Terra Fighting, which is great to know. They've got Tailwind. They've got Shadow Ball. They've got Air Slash. I didn't think this thing got Air Slash, but, you know, here we go. Now I just go for a Stone Edge, right? They're going to withdraw. What are they going to go into? Rotom? Well, I mean, Rotom's the only thing you can really bring in here. Lawn Care. That's the Rotom for sure. And it comes. Get some Stealth Rock damage. Get some Stone Edge damage. Yeah, we hit the Stone Edge. Lovely job. Lovely job, Tyranitar. Absolutely brilliant job from Tyranitar. So, we don't necessarily need Tyranitar for the rest of the game. However, we can take it. We can definitely take a Leaf Storm from this thing, no problem, and we can go for a Crunch. That's exactly what I'm going to do. They go for a Leaf Storm as expected. Does a lot of damage, but not quite enough to get the KO as I expected as well. As they're going to lose some of the HP from the Life Orb, which is interesting, as we can go for a Crunch now and take care of Lawn Care. So down it goes. Down it goes. Down it goes. In comes Cotton Candy, the Jumpluff. Definitely the Jumpluff, yep. Cotton Candy, I can see why you're calling it that. For sure. For sure. So, with that in mind, do we want to keep Tyranitar around for the Drifblim? I think we do, right? So I think we sack off Quagsire here, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll sack off Quagsire, it's no problem really. As we can now go into our Salamence and go for an Outrage, which would be great. So we'll go for Quagsire real quick, let it go down to Sleep Powder, which is fine by me. Go for your Sleep Powder all you want. Quagsire is not bothered. Quagsire is just not bothered. He's not bothered at all. He is completely unaware. Completely unaware. Unaware would be a really cool ability if it made you unaware of stats conditions as well. So like you're asleep, but Quagsire's unaware that he's asleep, so he just attacks anyway, or he's burned and he's completely unaware of the burn. That'd be pretty cool. It wouldn't be. It would be horrible. It'd be absolutely horrible. So let's go for a Toxie real quick. You go for a Leech Seed, that's absolutely fine. If you want to play a stall game, we'll play a stall game. I would personally just go for your Grass type move and KO us if you've got a Grass type move. I'm going to guess that they haven't. By the way, they've gone for a Leech Seed on us. And they probably want to get some of the HP back as well, which makes sense. Makes sense to me. So, go for the Leech Seed, absolutely fine by me. Let's see what they're going to do now. So, they're going to get some HP back, of course. Now, I'm expecting the Grass type move now, so I'm going to go into Salamence real quick. There we go, going to withdraw Quagsire. And we're going to go into Salamence real quick. There we go. Salamence comes in. And now, I don't really see what they can do here, because Salamence is kind of dominating a bit. They go for an Acrobatics, that's going to sting. It gets a crit as well, that's stung like a... Yeah, it stung. It stung a lot. It stung a lot, let's just say that. Let's Terastallize into a Fire type and blow this Jumpluff away. They're going to withdraw Cotton Candy. What are they going to go into? The Staraptor? Maybe? Helium comes in. Helium the Balloon. The Balloon's going to take some Stealth Rock damage though, which is unfortunate for them. As Salamence is going to Terastallize into a Fire type, and we are going to do some work here. So, Terastallization comes through into a Fire type. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. As there we go. Into a Fire type. We've got the big fiery hat. I know what you're going to say. Terra Steel is better, but I found that on the Choice Scarf variant, Fire worked a bit better than that, because we could hit things for great damage, as we do hit that for great damage, and the burn's going to finish it off the next turn. So down goes Helium the Balloon. Absolutely brilliant from our Salamence. Love to see it, love to see it. In comes Cotton Candy again, which is surprising. Not sure why they're bringing Cotton Candy in. I guess maybe they've accepted their loss right now. They could have done. So let's go for a Tera Blast and take this thing out. Tera Blast comes through. They might be thinking we're not Choice Scarf. That's probably what they're thinking. Probably thinking we're not Choice Scarfed. Yeah. I just realized that we didn't necessarily show off that we were Choice Scarfed to them. Because so they definitely didn't know we were Choice Scarfed. Probably wanted to try and hit us with an Acrobatics before the Staraptor came in and started trying to clean up with Brave Birds. So, makes sense. Because Staraptor can now hit us with close combat if he wants to. But Tera Blast should be able to finish this thing off. As they are going to Terastallize themselves. What type are they going to Terastallize into, though? What type indeed? Let's see what kind of Staraptor we're dealing with here. So, they're actually a Water-type Staraptor. The perfect counter to our Salamence. Right there. As we go for the Tera Blast, it's not unfortunately going to be able to KO the Staraptor. I probably should have switched out there and gone for a Outrage afterwards, but it's absolutely fine. They go for a Tera Blast of their own. And that is, of course, going to be able to take out Salamence, unfortunately. So Terra Water Staraptor, just perfect counter to my Salamence. Absolutely perfect. This is why I love Terastallization, because you can really pull out some wacky stuff like that. I love it. I love it. So Terra Water actually hurts a lot on my team. However, we know they're locked in, so I'm going to go into Serena real quick, and we'll just finish off with Serena. So Terra Water Staraptor, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta love it. Gotta love it. So we'll go for a Power Whip real quick, and that should be able to finish up the game, as they have to go for a Tera Blast because they're locked in. It'll still sting. It'll still sting. Because if the Choice Banded, it's still going to sting. It'll sting a little bit. As we do hit the Power Whip, and we're able to get the KO on the 6 foot under, which is absolutely amazing. So down it goes. And that is going to be the game. So thank you for the Battle Tony talk call. It's always a pleasure. GG, really fun game. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.